Well, I said I was going to cut it. Then I realized I never went past this bridge. So if there's anything here, I guess I want to include it. But there's probably nothing here. Can we get up there?
To inform you, Zyranium Manufactory VII is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
I didn't even call the first time. We did also learn a little bit about it when we were doing Az's quest. You find out here at the decommissioned autonomous extractorium that they sent all of the employees that worked here to this location. I mean, they're probably all dead, but that is the amount of lore that we know. All right, they got a bunch of harvesting beetles out here. I should probably also drop some saves here, just in case. I did up my difficulty back. I didn't even notice. Sometime after Pinch the Poopa, my difficulty went to normal. Don't know when or why. Now it's back on hard. I was wondering why I was killing certain enemies, like, quicker. I'm not gonna get into it again, but okay, I slightly am. Just like the first game, they didn't really balance out enemy difficulty. The only difference in this one is that there are now bosses, so the bosses hit super freaking hard.
Hello? Someone there?
Yes, I got her. Whole thing shook when I stepped right there.
Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zyranium Manufactory VII presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors.
I have a writ of investigatory inquiry. Why did I read that's investigatory inquiry? Because no one writes that word. I don't know if I've already stressed this enough. I'm an English major, and I can tell you English professors also hate when you use big words just for the sake of using big words. Don't ever do that if you're writing a paper. They hate it. From Abbott Newell. Open up. And especially now with all this AI stuff, they're just going to assume an AI did it because no one says investigatory.
Wait, you have a writ? From the Abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Métadier. Am I to understand you have orders from the Abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Sounds good.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zyranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
Because they're full of shit. Sorry, I wanted to see if you'd go and just open attack me if I walked past. But he didn't. These outfits. Bro, what are you guys wearing? Why can't everyone wear what Az is wearing? Just wear what Az is wearing.
So, the abbot deigned to say what we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? And you've brought along your own rift cultist, I see. In case we required poor methodology and ample bloodshed.
Poor methodology? How dare you? Do you think ample bloodshed just happens by itself?
Sorry, I can't stop forgetting not to take screenshots during conversations. So that's why it cut out, was because I took a screenshot. Sometimes it cuts out their voice, sometimes it doesn't. You can check my papers, but my team's my business, like it or not.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
Look. What do you mean you can't? Are they gonna welcome me or not? Okay. What in the void is going on here?
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zyranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
That's a weird thing to call a missile. If you didn't do it, then who did?
We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. Initial evidence looks rather conclusive, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
That sort of thing happen all the time here?
This facility has been an archetypical example of constancy and regularity. Ergo, the last place anyone would predict anything unpredicted would occur. Our suspect, one initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
Sounds like companion material. Anything else go terribly wrong?
No, thankfully. Not yet, at any rate. Architect willing, that will be the last of it. Now, you'd best speak with our proctor. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Thanks.
May fate and fortune converge.
Yeah. Yep. Both of those things.
The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. That explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require extraordinary, fastidiousness.
Little good that's doing us now. Little good that'll do us when Auntie's arrives.
Mm-hmm. Just talk normal, people. Come on. You guys don't need to freaking... Is this what the young people call aura farming? You have a name. Bishop Pendleton. You have a name. I probably would have went right off the edge.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
All right, Pendleton.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Ooh, I can lie and stage whisper. Because I have charlatan. I'm the new presiding bishop. Shh, I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Oh, well, it's an honor, your mathness. Didn't recognize you without your cape. However, can I help you?
Is this where the cargo pod used and the attack was launched? Can you tell me what happened?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zyranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
I want the complete report in excruciating detail. I know I'm not supposed to say this part sexually, but I'm gonna, even though this doesn't sound...
Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zyranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Anti's choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level.
Who launched it?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Again, it's been a distinct privilege, Pontifex Maximus. I remain your most obedient and, humbled servant. May all your endeavors elicit optimal results.
All right, just don't tell anyone you met me. Oh, it didn't know it was going to be a loading screen. They didn't learn from Mass Effect? The elevator is the loading screen.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctors for v.a.l.e.r.i.e. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
That's a party member, if ever I've heard one. Yo. Okay, thanks for detoxifying me. Okay, you got a Raptidon hide. What's that about?
Things have been a mite haywire.
Okay, I'm glad that they've been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
Well, I don't know if I've met a proctor before, have I? No, because this is the first time meeting this faction. What's your role here?
I oversee this manufactory and all personnel, including those here under false pretenses. Apparently like this. Initiate Alva. It's plainly obvious what her story is. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
All right, what makes you think she's a sleeper agent?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacob's lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Well, you were arguing with her earlier. What about?
Fervent professements of innocence, mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up Verachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes?
This is just like with Wily. You scream traitor. You scream villain. I'm not done asking questions.
You'll forgive me if I politely defer. While I'd hardly depict this as a crisis, I do have a few irons in the fire. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Hey.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet.
No, I'm gonna continue my investigation. Sit tight.
I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime.
Alright, sounds good. Once again, I believe I outrank you and you're just ignoring me. Luckily for you, I don't abuse my power. I just want to make sure it's known that you're not being very cooperative. And I have Asa. Okay. So, they were mentioned numerous times about investigating, which means there's got to be stuff around here.
Show your workers shove off.
How about I shove you? That's another option, I'd like to think. Buddy, you ain't even working. He's just taking his 15. Office of the Proctor. Pop a save. Pop a save right here. Oh, I was like, what is this save for? That's the dude.
Well, don't let me keep you. Inform me once you've spifflicated Alva.
I will spifflicate Alva. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure she gets the full spifflication.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
So do I. Asa? Handle that guy.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Verachnids' calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Thing attacked, I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Okay, I'm trying not to look at the spider for you or
There's
arachnophobes.
little you could tell me I couldn't also tell you.
You're a bitch, I tell you that.
Do your own research.
Okay. So, I guess arachnophobia warning again. If there's one here that they killed, there's a chance there's more in this facility. Hey.
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a run-of-the-mill golden mean initiate.
Now listen to yourself. You're disproving your own substantiation. Her actions prove otherwise, I'd contend.
Alright. So far I've found nothing about Alva.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator. Factor said head on in.
Okay.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
Sounds good.
Investigator?
Oh, there's a gutter right there. Alright, we talked to you.
Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function. I only question them being in roles of significant authority.
Okay, they told me to investigate the area, or they didn't tell me. There were comments about investigating the area, but so far everything seems like I'm not getting anything. Is there actually evidence I can find? That's sealed.
Yeah.
But there are items inside, which means at some point I can get inside there. Is there evidence? Like, there's got to be a note or a terminal, data pad, something. You don't mention the concept of investigation if there's no investigation. Again, this is also locked. Why would it point it out multiple times? I mean, it didn't. It had the option of me saying I'm going to investigate. Multiple times.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
May all...
Always account for standard deviation.
Yeah, you guys love your statistics. It's gonna be another locked room. Everything's probably locked until I talk to Alva. And then I can do the investigation. So far, yes, everything is closed.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Investigator.
Oh, it's not a name. A gutter is a... Okay. It's a roll. So when the door slammed shut, it cut the people in half? No, they're not cut in half. They are dead. Bodies of dead Order troopers. I don't have observation or medical of 5. The 2 Order initiates appear to have been shot. So they didn't fall then. They were shot. I don't even need to question that. So you shot them. Can you put the hammer away, please? Hey guys, door's open. Come on in. Don't have the high security access card. Don't have the high security access card.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
All right, Granny. How could you tell I'm from the Earth Directorate?
I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, two-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help.
You're my Felix. So you are going to be a party member, I can already tell. We've got our Ellie and Aza. Niles is Parvati. Valerie is Sam. Tristan... Is that his name? I've already forgotten his name. Tristan is Vicar. And Inez is Nyoka. They're basically kind of rehashed the personalities. That's how I could tell Alva's gonna be a party member. She's too much like Felix in loving cereals. They just chose to make it a granny instead. Eagerness and good timing are our calling cards. We'll have this mess sorted out in no time. 'Cause I'm a space ranger. Oh, I'm missing something.
Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny.
I mean, all I care about is finding out who launched the attack.
Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this.
I heard you killed those two guards.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. There was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing.
You have any way to prove your innocence?
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
Okay. I thought when I was asking that, I was asking about proving that she didn't murder those two. But I guess that just progressed the other story. I mean, I'll do that if you come out.
Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
That starts beginning at the endpoint. Inquire below to investigate further. So now we take a break from the quest we're currently on the Trail of the Traitor, to start a new quest. And I say this every time video games do that. If this quest is required to finish this quest should not exist. Okay? I say this with Fallout, said this with Skyrim, Cyberpunk, Eternal Strands. If you have to finish another quest before you can finish a main story quest, just make it one of the steps of the main story quest. It should not be a standalone thing if it's required. But fine. I don't know when it gave me the side quest because I read the details of it, and they are basically as soon as I arrived at the Zyranium Manufactory plant. So the attack, this is called Beginning at the Endpoint. The attack on the Auntie's Choice outpost was launched from a nearby Order facility. A member of v.a.l.e.'s hidden conspirator network is believed to be responsible. In order to stop the war from reigniting, you must uncover who is to blame. Got it. That is active, right? Which means going to the records place.
And may the plan guide you.
I don't get why gaming companies do this.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Just make it part of the main story. Don't make it a standalone thing that's still required. Records repository. Okay, well there it is. Doesn't seem to be anything else here except a book, printed backup records that I cannot take with me. The launch records consist of a number of instructions that are time-stamped and uniquely numbered, using the time of the launch. Initiate Alva supplied. Did she give me a time of the launch? You are able to look up the recent launch. The entry shows that it was directed at Outpost Opportunity. You also detected a slight odor from the records, but it's unclear that's just the type of paper or a product of the printing press. I can only look closer because I'm not an idiot and I'm not a convict. The record clearly shows that Initiate Alva launched the payload at Outpost Opportunity. It's undisputed that she fired the command, though the smell seems curious. Okay. Messages. From tenured archivist v.a.l.e.r.i.e. Subject, word of caution. A friendly reminder that there remains a 19.8% chance of one coming face to cephalothorax with a Verachnid of uncomfortable size. Okay, there's going to be a giant spider. Got it. Uncomfortable size and toothy disposition among the lower levels of the manufactory. Our colleagues in xenobiology note that screaming, flailing one's arms, and other expressions of abject terror only excite the creatures further. So please be advised to weep silently during any chance unfortunate encounters. Ever the best, tenured archivist v.a.l.e.r.i.e. Alright, so yeah. If this is anything like the skeleton Crabble, it's letting me know that there's a giant spider. From tenured archivist v.a.l.e.r.i.e. Subject, ongoing lab use concern. As overseer of this facility, you are clear. Oh, this is 2 Proctor Svoboda. You are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment, but your presence in our laboratory remains a distraction at best and at worst, a source of anxiety for members of our junior facility. Faculty. As you are no doubt keenly aware, even minor disturbances can translate into delays over time. I remain confident you will appreciate my candor and take this in the best possible light. All right, let's look at those launch records. They have been expunged. Please review backup physical records. Okay. Got it. Got it. If that's all I had to do to finish this quest.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Aunties being too dissuaded by them, though.
If that's all I had to do, then again, this should have just been part of the main quest, right? All I had to do was go and read that. Oh.
Earth Directorate friend.
Hey.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
All right, so the facility's secured then?
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
All right. You turn up anything else, or remember anything odd earlier?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear?
The data had been purged, but the physical record said you'd launched the transport pod.
I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
You're not Alva. You've watched too many serials. You're pretending to be someone else. Okay. Well, that still doesn't tell us who's responsible. Do you think it was Sabota?
Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zyranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
All right, can we prove the launch was altered?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zyranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards in Refinement Logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
Before we continue, I'd like to know more about who I'm working with.
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Sounds good.
Inform us when you've investigated the two leads.
Mm-hmm.
May fate and fortune converge.
She's not Alva.
May all your theories prove true.
Okay. There's one there, the Refinement Logistics. And one there, Central Processing.
Always account for standard deviation.
I like a good investigation thing. So I'm hoping I'm not entirely right, but also kind of hoping I am right. Because I don't have this high security code. You open this door and it doesn't do anything for— oh, because this isn't the right place. I'm going over there. Okay, hold on. But I do want to check, though.
May circumstances proceed toward intended.
Would she rat me out if I tried to pick his pocket? So now if I wanted, I can get into the room with her, right? This isn't the room she's in. Dragoon armor. Wow. Love that I needed a key to get into that room. A mag pick. Okay, some bits. And then some skin fins. It's not worth stealing his key card from him.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
But now I'm wondering if he's going to give it to me as a reward for completing the quest. Worth it, and it's not stealing. The other one's just like, sure, that's cool. That stuff's fine. Alright. So now that I realize I was in the wrong building.
Most bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwit.
Sounds good. There's only one bureaucrat that's good. It's Hermes. There's blood. Okay. Arachnophobia warning. You don't like spiders. I'll put a timestamp. The lights are also flashing.
I see an unfriendly source.
I wanted to listen to it further, but I didn't want to aggro the enemy that is here. Which, yep, it's a spider. It's not even that big of a spider. Okay.
These things take time, Commander.
I thought you were good to go. It is sleeping. Is it alone? I want to hit it in the head. Yeah, the answer was no, it was not alone.
Ready to waste it. Over here! Free hole in the head! Hey, got a distraction for you.
Oh god, I hate that they freaking leap backwards. No, you piece of...
Still charging! Step aside. Wine.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Oh, Ava. Okay, I'm gonna have to use you guys as shields while I wait for my ability to heal. Okay. I'm poisoned. Can't heal, guys. I can't eat in combat, so I really just gotta wait. Done.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
All right. Yeah, melee's not gonna work after I really screwed the pooch with my.
Over here.
Okay, give me a sec. I feel like you're gonna die. They really want to go horror movie with this shit. As soon as he talks to me, he's gonna get freaking nailed. Safety door. All right. Let's talk to him first. All he's gonna do is tell me to open the safety door. Let's save it just in case, because if he does get killed while talking to me, I can always reload and then pop the door open for him. What we got here? Conkling?
Ah, finally a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier.
Oh no. My old enemy. Doors! Whatever will I do?
Depends on your level of moxie and know-how, I suspect. Let me think. You could try jimmying the door open if you have engineering expertise. Or, I don't know, engage in a routine advanced physical regime. Otherwise, the safety reset is in a wall panel around the corner, though that seems a bit boring for a dynamic sort like you.
You're right. I have enough engineering skills where I could probably fashion an elegant workaround. I believe I hit it with a hammer.
Oh, then what are you waiting for? Should be able to make quick work of that door.
Yeah. Oh no, I put some oil on it, and then I knock on it. That's right. Right there. Ah! Sweet spot.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
This is like in your D&D campaign when when you went so off the rails and you're running out of time, so the DM just throws you a random character that's like, oh, do this small thing that's easy for you to complete. Okay, now ask me the questions you need to ask me. Yeah, I've got some questions.
Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
All right, this is central processing. If I wanted to reroute launch coordinates, I'd do it here, right?
Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
I want to ask him all of these, but I feel like it's another situation where I can only ask him one thing. Did you examine the exposed wiring? What do you think happened there?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both.
Like, yeah, it's like, that's literally what I said in a D&D campaign when it's going on too long and the DM's just like, here's a character who can answer all your questions. Where were you around the time of the attack on Outpost Opportunity?
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
The room looks fine. What do you know about Initiate Alva?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Never mind, I guess she is Alva. I thought she was pretending to be Alva. Okay.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
Okay. That's sabotaged, I guess? Someone beat the shit out of it. All he told me about was the wiring on the floor. But yeah, that terminal over there. I can't even investigate it, but someone beat it. Oh, if I want to heal after the spider fight. Let's go ahead and do that. A patchwork array of switch boxes and cables connecting many of the facility's command systems. An obvious rewiring of the cables here is noticeable. I can look closer. The rewiring is reminiscent of how Initiate Alva took control of the doors in the operations office. Okay, so it's really just trying to say that it's that person, even though it's not going to be that person. Man, I really should not have taken all these flaws, because my character would have spec'd into observation, investigation, but he closed the door. I may have killed all the ones that are currently here. That doesn't mean you're safe. Look, do you see what I mean? Where did you come from? Hey. Okay, it spawned two more in.
Wrist weapon prime. Step aside, swine.
Okay, they put the yellow there and a light here. Why would they do... Oh, if I wanted to not fight the spiders. Arrgh. Wait, no. I can't get in this way. Never mind. Thought they made a path in if you didn't want to fight the spiders. Hey, he's lucky that I killed these ones that spawned in. Okay, we gotta go to the other building now. Put my hammer away. It's no longer hammer time. You guys got a spider problem.
Factor's been in there a while now.
And may the plan guide you.
Always account for standard deviation.
Guys should be accounting for your spider problem.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Pretty sad, buddy. You were in a depression. You turned to alcoholism. You're getting better, but yeah, you're kind of sad. You can deny it, but Granny can see. I can see. The robot outed you. V.a.l.e.r.i.e, I should call her by her name. Doubleday. Okay. Tall blood.
Yes, suppose you'll do.
Don't stack another side quest on top of me. I'm already in the middle of a quest. Doing a side quest in the middle of that quest while I have to also do a companion quest in the middle of that quest. I'm doing 4 quests at once because, spoiler, when we get to the other building, the in-ray range, we're gonna get another quest. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 quests, all during the same quest line. You know what I mean. What do you got?
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zyranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zyranium is up yonder in Refinement Logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
You're in luck. What I don't already know on the topic, I'm smart enough to figure out.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
All right, you got yourself a specialist or a reasonable stand-in.
Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
All right, it's not a quest. It's a favor. Okay, I'll accept it as a favor. You're on thin ice. Also, I could just walk through that. I want to see what she says when I walk through it, so. She said nothing. It's just a way to bypass the thing if I go through the gas. Got it. Okay, professional assessment. Initiate Miriam Alva. During our recent discussions, Initiate Alva has shown a profound unwillingness to discuss early motivational factors and aspirations. This notably frustrating disposition renders us unable to adequately project her career path. While I detailed the concern to the Initiate, I was met with a silence one can only categorize as stony. If I were to draw a conclusion based on this, and consistent data drawn from years of similar interviews, I would say it almost appears that she's being evasive. Belander. So no, this was not part of the quest. We have now read a little bit more about Alva. Chipmunks. forgot where she told me to go. She just said head up. Yeah, I immediately forgot. Okay. Before I go that way, I guess it's probably just alternate paths. That are going to lead to the same location. No, because I can't get up this way. So that's probably the way back. Zyranium venting pressure. This control board allows users to update settings for the vibranium overflow venting system, and I can't do it because I don't have explosives or lucky. Safety restrictions have clearly been set to exceed stated tolerances, causing the explosion and subsequent leak. Oh, never mind, that was part of the investigation. That's not what she asked me to do. This is what she asked me to do. Again, this place is wrecked, and I can't comment on that part. They did say a lot of people died. That's the first corpse, other than the ones eaten by spiders, that I've found.
Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded.
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't give me a quest on top of a quest that I already got quests going on with my quest.
Zyranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Well, maybe you can help me with some answers then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Sounds good. Am I correct in assuming the leak occurred right after the attack on an outpost opportunity?
Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay.
Well, do you happen to know anything about Initiate Alva?
Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Did you see anyone lurking about here before or after the leak occurred?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Yes, I'm aware. Everybody's aware of that. Everybody knows that. Best be on my way.
I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. Yes, yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
I did already check, but just making sure that nothing else popped in after. Because she said lived in the barracks. Making sure nothing else spawned in after the conversation. Someone's got some plain grain alcohol. Not anymore. Confiscated.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Just sit there. Just sit there.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Well, someone rerouted the coordinates for the launch, and they had clearance to cause the leak.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here?
Well, you seem like you've drawn a conclusion.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Well, the evidence didn't prove she was guilty. You clearly aren't telling us everything.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I didn't really follow any of that. Is that a good thing?
I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
All right. All right, how long have you been undercover?
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
That you are who you are, and are standing right and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor's Svoboda.
Requires speech of 8. So I'm talking to him right now, because it's his name that's up there. I mean, I don't know if Svoboda needs to die at the moment, but... So I guess I'll say this. I haven't seen enough proof to determine who's guilty or innocent here.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that.
Alright. Well, if I have to make the choice, and I feel like Marisol is a party member... Well, you realize you'll only get killed if you try to stop her, right?
I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
It's just weird, because the Order is supposed to be about peace, and they have a whole organization of murderers. I guess that makes sense. Anyone that's in a position of power is going to have their assassins. Well, always have to save lives. Is there anything else?
Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
All right. That is a stretch. I didn't get every investigative aspect I could because of my lack of perks, but the DM kind of just gave it to me.
I don't know what you found, but any so-called evidence was likely laid there for someone to discover. By a party with years spent in hiding. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
Ah, he shot her right in the chest. What is that? What the heck is that comment? Who would say that? All right, that's that. Any thoughts on what to do next?
Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but beggars and choosers.
Your thoughts? Well, I get myself an advanced decryption key. Of course I do. Wow, that plasma did nothing to your outfit. I don't get to keep that. You don't care if I take this. Hey, you're the shortest member. I mean, Val's the shortest member, but you're shorter than Asa. Thanks, officer. I'm a fellow off.
The Proctor left her terminal on. Maybe it holds some sign of who she was working for.
Thanks. I already kind of knew that. I just wanted to rob the place first. This also wasn't on earlier. They didn't want me getting onto it. Gosh, she follows. Okay. Excess oversight control. Unlock the toxic effluvium repository access. Sure. The rubbish bin. Commence message recovery. Recovered entries. From Abbot Newell, subject, a matter of some advisement. To the Proctor. Proctor Svoboda. As you know, I value your sagacity when it comes to supervisory matters. With that said, allow me to put the following question to you. If one had a close colleague, a friend even, whose diligence appears to have slid and whose calculations have become increasingly error-ridden, what actions would you advise? Surely one should not consider submitting them for a promotion. Speaking hypothetically, of course. I await your counsel, Abbot Newell. That's it.
Her terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
Okay, so now we're back on track with... No, we're still doing beginning at the endpoint. Okay. This is gonna be like a freaking 6-hour video because they put 4 quests in 1 quest. So unnecessary. They could have split this up. Okay, you are coming with me. Is that a person?
Yeah.
No, it was a robot. Or not a robot, it's one of those things. Yeah, they really could have separated this into 3 quests, right? Or 2 quests. Instead of it being 4 quests in 1 quest.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
A second key, advanced decryption key. Is this the rifle I was told about? This is a Zyranium ray. Warning, for use in charging automechanicals only. Unapproved use may cause every capillary in the body to rupture simultaneously. And another one of those things that I haven't picked up yet. Because I thought they were important. Now I guess they're... Good job, guys. Now I guess they're just a, crafting material. From not identified. Subject, your orders. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite active fighting between Auntie's Choice and the Order. Instead, it has only resulted in an investigation of both localities that threatens to expose our plans. This is an unacceptable error on your part, and I expected better. No, you're a moron. Did you not think they would investigate who did the attack? Oh my god. You're so stupid. They thought they'd just be like, oh, they did it. Open fire, which some of them did want to, but if you were, that was your plan, you should have killed the leaders before you ordered the attack, because the leaders who were left in charge are rational people. Perhaps I should have entrusted this task to Luvino. No, that's got to be an I because it's capital. Uvino from the start. Ivino. Cooperate with the Earth Directorate agent insofar as it does not lead back to us, and know that further failure will be met with severe consequences. And then the contingency plans. In light of recent setbacks, de.v.r.i.e. has concluded that we are to pursue contingency plan A467. Further instructions will be issued at a time of my predetermining.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yes, I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine de.v.r.i.e.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
Yeah. You alright? Can't tell if you're shaken or euphoric right now.
This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
How the fuck does your goggles work? They're aimed upwards. That's what I have to say. Help someone like you with mysterious unfinished business? How can I say no?
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
This involves de.v.r.i.e.'s. But I have to take Azza with me to the next location, so Niles, head back to the incognito.
Sure, I could use a few ticks off my feet. Leg has been aching a bit. But hey, you need me, you know where to find me. And don't let that one stray outside your peripherals, if you take my meaning.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Okay. And you got your mask off. I got Granny. And that finishes. Beginning at the end. Which was a side quest the entire time and never once moved down to companion quest. But it was a companion quest because it put her face there. I still don't know why. This should be the ending of this quest, and then it should start a new quest. Because, yeah, now we got to go do the entire second half of this quest line. Or I guess the third of this quest line. However you want to word it. And we still need to talk to Granny as well. Let's talk to Marisol.
Not entirely surprised I had to abandon my cover identity earlier. Knew there was a risk if I took action. But when the attack on the outpost opportunity occurred, I had no choice. I do so hope you'll forgive my thoroughly convincing deception, dear.
Well, think you'll ever miss being Miriam Alva?
Not really, no. Innocent and unobtrusive never truly came natural to me.
Well, I have something else I'd like to discuss.
Inquire away. I may even respond.
Okay, so you killed people for the Order?
Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine?
Nah, prefer you try to leave less bodies in your wake.
Had a sense you felt that way. We'll see if situations force that to change.
All right. What sorts of methods did your department employ? Yeah.
Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. Now and again, more direct means were required.
Alright, other questions?
Suppose you can ask.
You were hiding your identity on Golden Ridge a long time. Who are you really?
Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years.
Well? I need to know more if I'm going to consider trusting you.
I see you're not going to let this lie, are you? Fine. Suppose I'll elaborate. Slightly. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while.
Oh, picked an interesting place to hole up.
Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I'd believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding.
Okay, guess you encountered an event you couldn't influence.
To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent.
All right, something else?
Do you know? Let's hear it.
You were a Secret Order math assassin. What'd you kill people with? Long-form division?
Another crack like that, and you might just find out. Our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the grand plan, helping correct it when needed.
Okay, well, aren't we all effectively wardens of the grand plan?
All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back against their path, but it never ends well. Corrections can take time, even delay in the solving of the equation. That's where we came in, to get things back on track in the timeliest of manners.
All right, we'll talk more later.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
Okay. Now that I have my whole crew, next time I'm on my ship, I can ask them what they all think of each other.